My life's become a weary rerun. Everything I see, I've seen before. I might as well be watching old B movies. I know the plot, I know the music score. Smell the sentimental ash of every war. But I won't bring you flowers anymore. No one had to tell me you were leaving. The signs are in the footprints on the rug, as if there were some transcendental meaning to the words you fed my heart like a drug. Before you tossed it to the dogs outside your door. And I won't bring you flowers anymore. Now the grass is overgrown, so I'll cut it down again, like I've done 1,000 times before. They say it's gonna rain, falling without aim, on flowers I don't bring you anymore. I won't ask you if you join the circus, or if your name is famous on the street. But I know how ridiculous your work is, and all those silly tricks you must repeat. Everything I hear I've heard before, and I won't bring you flowers anymore. Now the grass is overgrown, so I'll cut it down again, like I've done 1,000 times before. They say it's gonna rain, falling without aim, on flowers I don't bring you anymore. No, I won't bring you flowers anymore. Thank you. I always like to start off with something cheery. And hi, how you doing? Got the VIP seats there. I got this new cable that I can't figure out, but I'm gonna try. So that last song, my name's Michael R.J. Roth. I know it's really hard to spell, but that is my name. And that last song I wrote with a guy named Eric Ramsey, who was just here last week playing at the Roots at the Root, at the Wild Root Coffee House. And this one is one I wrote with my friend Harry Wolf, who's a mystical mendicant songwriter out in California. And we were reflecting on how, as you sort of accumulate the years, you know, things, fewer and fewer parts of your body belong to you. So, so we were reflecting on that. Anyway, what started off as kind of a novelty song ended up more of a reflection on life. What can I say? You know, it's called All That Remains. They tore down the railway station, pulled up the ties and the tracks, polished the downtown Kmart, making dreams into trash. They say it'll make the town better when they put up a fancy new mall. A hurricane flattened the old one. I don't recognize my town at all. All that remains when places we've lived are swept away like sand. All that remains when love reaches out and no one touches its hand, and our lives disappear in a past that clings like a stain. A memory is all that remains. Years haven't been kind to me lately. My job disappeared without a trace. Like so much that had once been a part of me, it's just a memory left in its place. All that remains when places we've lived are swept away like sand. All that remains when love reaches out and no one touches its hand, and our lives disappear in a past that clings like a stain. The memory is all that remains. I can only vaguely remember there's a pier out on St. Andrews Bay where you let go of my hand forever. That memory just won't go away. All that remains when places we've lived are swept away like sand. All that remains when love reaches out and no one touches its hand, and our lives disappear in the past that clings like a stain. The memory is all that remains. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by and taking part in this great little festival we got down here with the new street and everything, and all kinds of stuff. We've got a whole bunch of musicians lined up for you here and in other places. If you don't know about them, you can check around and see. There's some in the City Arts Center, and I can't remember what the other place is. But anyway, there's a bunch of people like me plying their trade and hoping you'll like it. We all hope you like it. And we do play for tips if you are so inclined. You know, if you had too much ice cream and coffee and you need to get rid of money, still, we're open to that. And my name is Michael R.J. Roth. You can find me at michaelrjroth.com and all those streaming services. So I'm going to do another song I wrote with Harry Wolf called No Love Lost Cafe. It's kind of a fun song, and if you're a musician, you can appreciate it. If you're not, I hope you can. I think you will. It's fun. Yeah. When you move the capo down, you gotta move your fingers down too. I'm gonna take a deep dive for a second to get a quick water. What I forgot was the little table. These outdoor gigs are always fun because you never know what you're missing until you miss it. Thanks so much. We really appreciate your support. It really means a lot to us. I'm glad you like it. So you might like this one. This is like I say, it's a fun song. No Love Lost Cafe. The service around here tonight is getting kind of slow. Singer's preaching something about making his way home. The gathered congregation is only killing time, strutting around like a massacre of crows. There's an open mic today at the No Love Lost Cafe. Folks you never heard of singing songs nobody hears. There's more than I can say about the No Love Lost Cafe. The walls are filled with echoes of the heartaches and the tears. Jasper's trying to pick his Martin guitar clean, with melodies that tear the passion from his bones, leaving remnants of a life somewhere in between, clearing out his mind and discovering his soul. There's an open mic today at the No Love Lost Cafe. Folks you never heard of singing songs nobody hears. There's more than I can say about the No Love Lost Cafe. The walls are filled with echoes of the heartaches and the tears. Priscilla's never been one to be a long-term bride. Songs have always been her favorite currency. Love wouldn't mean much more if she could just survive on chains dropped in a tip jar as a courtesy. There's an open mic today at the No Love Lost Cafe. Folks you never heard of singing songs nobody hears. There's more than I can say about the No Love Lost Cafe. The walls are filled with echoes of the heartaches and the tears. Jasper's no I've been the singer at the microphone's been running out of rope like me. I've been standing all alone. It's time to step out for a smoke. Got a burning in my britches, setting fire to the earth, where crumpled dollar bills the only measure of my worth. There's an open mic today at the No Love Lost Cafe. Folks you never heard of singing songs nobody hears. There's more than I can say about the No Love Lost Cafe. The walls are filled with echoes of the heartaches and the tears. Oh yeah, it's fun to be a musician. I like to write a lot with other people, and I've had the privilege of writing with some really good songwriters like Eric and Harry, and this one is one I wrote with a lady named Erin Michelle, and it actually was the winner of about 4 major song contests, and that's how I got this guitar, which is a really cool thing. So anyway, it's called The Price of a Song. It's I guess you call it a songwriter's lament in a lot of ways, but I think there's a little something in it for everyone. We all want a ticket to heaven. We want that last drop of wine. We want to end the discussion and stand where the spotlight will shine. We all want something for nothing, like nothing ever went wrong. We want it all, we want it all for the price of a song. But the price of a song is the last glimpse of beauty before you go blind. The wounds of a soldier cut down under fire, the scar left behind, the tears of a mother with a child in her arms, the Judas kiss of a faithless lover who will rip out your heart for the price of a song. Ooh. There's a song in the thunder and lightning, on the bloodthirsty edge of a knife, in a shot from a bottle of whiskey, seeking emptiness back in the night. There's a song on the highway before you, between the prison bars of a cell, in a cry out to God in the midst of misfortune, a glimmer of heaven while walking. The price of a song is the last glimpse of beauty before you go blind. The wounds of a soldier cut down under fire, the scar left behind, the tears of a mother with a child in her arms, the Judas kiss of a faithless lover who will rip out your heart for the price of a song. When I think of the times I've been injured, the ways I was maimed by the things I did wrong, and the pain that inevitably lingers through the night and into the dawn, I know I'm not one of the chosen. I know that I'm not very strong, but I know every time I was broken, I broke into song. I broke into song. Yeah. Thanks for coming by, folks. Hope you're enjoying it. There's so much to see here, so much to hear, and if you had a chance to check the schedule, you should, to see what you might be missing. My name is Michael R.J. Roth, which is, I know, very hard to spell, but it's the way it's pronounced. So I was living in New Mexico before I came here a couple of years ago, and Mexico's a great place. It's got so many beautiful landscapes and interesting culture and so on. And, kind of informs a lot of my songwritings. Various songs. At least it did. I guess now Florida's starting to take over some of that. But this is called "Just to Keep Breathing." got a steady job down at probation and parole. She got it out of high school maybe 20 years ago. The girlfriends she knew, they were all married off, except the one in prison and the one that owns a flower shop. She has a boyfriend she keeps in a photo. The future floats by down a dark, empty street, a discarded wrapper from somebody's dream, in a world that's protected by rockets and comes to an end in the words of the prophet. She can't believe the things she believes in and sings, just to keep breathing. La da da da, la da da da. At the table in the kitchen, she picks apart some chicken bones for a vision of the Virgin or some kind of omen. Cottonwood branches beat time on the shutters. The low-rider stalks with the thunder of drummers. She waits for tomorrow, but morning has broken. The future floats by down a dark, empty street, a discarded wrapper from somebody's dream, in a world that's protected by rockets and comes to an end in the words of the prophet. She can't believe the things she believes in and sings, just to keep breathing. La da da da, la da da da. Friends and her family tell her she's pretty. When she looks in the mirror, it's cracked and it's dirty. She sleeps in a bedroom where somebody died once. There's nothing to fear, according to science, and her lips are the color of violence. The future floats by down a dark, empty street, a discarded wrapper from somebody's dream, in a world that's protected by rockets and comes to an end in the words of the prophets. She can't believe the things she believes in and sings, just to keep breathing. La da da da, la da da da, la da da da. Thank you. How are we doing on time?
3:25.
Hmm?
3:25.
Okay. Well, this is a song that a lot of people have told me they really hated the first time you hear it, but then it became their favorite. And so I'd encourage you to get on Spotify or iTunes or something and listen to it many, many times until you like it. That's a good track record. I think it partly because it's called A Bat Flying in the Night. And bats are not like puppies, you know. Well, you'll see the meaning of it as I do the song here. I've been dragging these old songs around like suitcases of clothes that smell like hell. I've Not a feeling that the devil has been on to me. She knows about the stories I can never tell. The shadow on the floor is staring back at me, daring me to make my getaway from all the shady figures I pretend to be. And then there is that better man standing in my way. As all my fantasies take flight, leaving me with nowhere else to stand, I'm like a bat flying in the night, singing songs to find out where I am. I pick up songs like sentimental snow globes, souvenirs from an antique shop that come to life whenever they are shaken, and then settle down in frozen time the moment that you stop. You might say there's nothing in the desert. Well, maybe it's just something you don't see. Like the men who walked away from Galilee, wondering what rising from the dead might really be. As all my fantasies take flight, leaving me with nowhere else to stand, I'm like a bat flying in the night, singing songs to find out where I am. I see the stars that shine like guiding missiles, falling softly through the evening skies, in an atmosphere of unexploded wishes, and the unexpected love that always takes me by surprise. The Milky Way is stretched across the heavens, fragile as a single strip of gauze, come to fantastic as the stories that are written on a thin page of the Bible between nothingness and God. As all my fantasies take flight, leaving me with nowhere else to stand, I'm like a bat flying in the night, singing songs to find out where I am. Thank you. Still haven't found out. I know it's Panama City, right? But, you know, where's that? Right here. I'll have to go to here. Thanks so much, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, but
If I keep singing, it's your fault. I know, you shouldn't make fun of your audience. I mean, it's terrible. Because we owe our entire existence to the audience. I'm debating whether to do this next one or not. I think I'll skip it. I lived in and visited a whole lot of places. One of them was that I spent a little time in was Seattle, and moving around the city. Actually, you can take the bus pretty much everywhere. They got a great bus system. And if you're of a certain age, you can get on it for $1. So I was going around to these open mics and late at night, on the streets, and you encounter a certain population there, and which is fascinating to me, and got to share some stories, and so those people, they went into my songwriting pot, and this is what came out, called Homeless Sky. Gotta find that. Turn off my antenna and get the right rhythm. There it is. Really not a drinking man. I come here for the atmosphere. The stone's throw from the Goodwill store, where the wounded drag in from the battle on the invisible front of the new Civil War, while I'm nursing a beer in Seattle. And the morning fog will steal your dreams like a wallet from your shabby coat before your very eyes. Life never measures up, it seems, to that poetry you like to quote beneath the homeless sky, the homeless sky. Party shops on boomtown streets, it's not the town it meant to be. It always wants a little more. And who am I to begrudge them? The evergreen air is perfect and pure, but it carries an odor of judgment. And the morning fog will steal your dreams like a wallet from your shabby coat before your very eyes. Life never measures up, it seems, to that poetry you like to quote beneath the homeless sky, the homeless sky. I'll sleep beneath a highway bridge when the weather gets too drunk again. Every day's a poker hand. My luck ran out at the age of 7, and I feel like a sailor lost out at sea, searching for signs in the heavens. And the morning fog will steal your dreams like a wallet from your shabby coat before your very eyes. Life never measures up, it seems, to that poetry you like to quote beneath the homeless sky, the homeless sky. Thank you. Speaking of which, there's a couple of sketchy people, looking people over there, I guess. Actually, talented Jake Spillers is going to be coming up here after me to entertain you, and I've heard him, and I don't think you've ever heard anyone like him, so here's your chance. So this is another song I wrote with Eric Ramsey. Brand new, so it might be a little rough around the edges, but I'll do my best. If I can keep my lips from sticking together. There's a weird thing that happens sometimes when you're singing. Your mouth just decides, I'm not doing this anymore. And you start, things start sticking, and the strangest words come out of your mouth, like, well, how did that get into this song? I don't know. So you got to stay hydrated. That helps. the nicotine cologne of an old French poem. Keeps the dead leaves of a romance in boxes. He doesn't know if he's seeing the light or if his eyes are adjusted to darkness. He remembers his fingers tracing her skin, seeking something much deeper than flesh. Thinking, what kind of braille is this? And wondering what kind of blindness. There's a scar on his heart that he can't peel off, that she left there when she flew away. And Don Quixote's last words were lost in the breath of a windmill in Spain. Between the broken oaks and the boats on the beach of a storm-ravaged bay, he stands on the shore in an old navy coat while his love washes off in the waves. His love washes off in the waves. Dried apricot of Van Gogh's ear is covered by dust on the floorboards. Remnants of love make a strange souvenir, even stranger when you start to hoard them. He wakes on a destitute morning to the taunt of a mockingbird's call. He says, I miss you most of all, darling, when you don't think of me at all. Between the broken oaks and the boats on the beach of a storm-ravaged bay, he stands on the shore in an old navy coat while his love washes off in the waves. His love washes off in the waves. Sad song for you. So, how are we doing for time? I don't have a clock here, huh?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay. Time for one more little song, and then the great Jake Spillers will be coming up afterwards. If I didn't tell you before, I'm Michael R.J. Roth. It's very hard to spell, I know, but you can find me on the internet or Spotify, Amazon, iTunes, all that stuff, and my website, michaelrjroth.com. And also, I happen to have some CDs here if you're into collecting those. They make great coasters, and they got pretty pictures and everything. And they make music if you put them in a little thing that does that. So I've been leaning heavily on the Eric Ramsey songs, and this is one that we did a couple of years ago that did pretty well. Called Gone, Gone, Gone. It's a nice way to end things because gone, gone, gone. And I'll be going, gone, gone too. An old lady once told me about a Lake Erie water spout. All the water ran away from the beach. She swore she could walk up to Canada, so far away and so out of reach. Even she can't trust her memory. The lake is there for all to see, but it was gone, gone, gone. stood out in the cornfield late at night, all alone, looking up at the sky. All at once the stars fell down, they all rushed to earth. I stayed for a long, long time. I never saw it in the news, like it never happened. They were gone, gone, gone. All these wonders that seem so mysterious, we can't believe our eyes. Standing right in front of us, they still take us by surprise. Then they're gone, 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 gone. There was a girl who said she'd marry me. She was more than I could ever hope for, but I was more than she could carry. My heart was an exploding star, and the universe went dark. Forever is so temporary. I never saw that girl again, like it never happened. She was gone, gone, gone. All these wonders that seem so mysterious, we can't believe our eyes. Standing right in front of us, they still take us by surprise. Then they're gone, 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 gone. Well, thank you so much for listening.